Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for organizing this and inviting me as a coordinator of this project, for giving you a possible example in line with what could be the industrialization of the building, in construction building. The first part of my presentation is related to what is the industrialization in building construction, and the second part is the example, now related in the framework of this industrialization. Of course, I'm not going to lecture about industrialization because we would need a lot of time. I try to pick up which are for me the most important part of the industrialization in the sector of building and construction. And the objective is today talking about the state of the art, the trends of innovation we have faced, and also the benefits. Of course, it is something that I created for myself. There are other points could be discussed, but for me, the most important aspect of this sector is that in the progress, in the maturation, and in the progress of this industrial business sector, we have seen that we have introduced some equipment, automatized equipment. We have introduced also new material, new performance material, but at the end of the day, what we see in relation also with other sector is that the vast majority of the activity are very much manual dominated. And even if we have faced this improvement during these years, in the construction sector, the construction technique are more or less the same. So the challenge here has been in this last decade is increasing the possibility to automatize all this systematically all the process of the building construction, and to decrease the cost related, because according to the analysis, this part of the construction, that is the construction cost rate, is more than the half of the total investment cost. This is the state of the art. What has been tried to be pushed in the sector in terms of improving the cost and improving the material, improving the technique of construction. And I was talking about here. The very most important innovation is what was in the 80s related to the prefabrication of the modules that were manufactured outside the construction spot and transported and installed. Could be like simple installing or more complex installing, because in the modules you can find pipelines, integrated element, and the cables and basic finishing. So in that case, you have a different kind of complexity. So innovation has also, we've seen innovation also in the system for connecting these modules and to anchors and the join of them. Still, we have to say that this big prefabrication element were more likely created for very big building, not for small building or for average building. So this is also the negative part. Still, it was a big push into innovation. This innovation improved the value of creation of the building per se, and also the individuality of them. So the possibility to customize the building as well. So which is the status we have right now? And what we see these days is the willingness to bring other industrial sector experience inside the house sector to improve or whatever could be improved, I will say. So we are seeing transferring the technology from other branches of industry. I'm talking about, for example, transport technique, fabrication of element and modules, like the one we have seen, fitting the connection, positioning and fixing in the correspondence place. So the improvement of the millimetrical installation that is I would say difficult in some building, and also in in the philosophy that is behind it, because normally it was manual. Now this kind of installation is more like mechanical or automatized. The use of special tool, and for the what is the information technology, as you see, of course, we already know different softwares from last decade that help us into the design, preparation, construction, and monitoring. So all the process, all the step of the overall process of the construction of a building, also retrofitting. You know that we have also the software related to the modeling of 3D of the building that help us mainly in the design phase. For what is concerning the management one, we have and concerning the energy efficiency, in the last decade as well, we have the building energy management system has software that help us also in the management of operation of the building, I would say. But the most important one that I think is the most important, I would say that is the second wave of innovation, the bigger one, at least in this sector, is the construction 4.0. That is the digitalization and optimization of the construction industry. As you know, we've taken this philosophy from the industrial 4.0. They put together the industrial symbiosis, and this philosophy could be also introduced in our sector as well. So I'm talking about augmented reality, digital building twins, so the opportunity to create not just the 3D model, but also another model in which you can actually operate and communicate and dialogue, and have this dialogue with the real building. Internet of Things, sensors, actuators, why not additive manufacturing? I think also is a very important aspect, and cloud computing. So this is something like example. Now, this is more or less the introduction of what we have, benefits, trends, and in the line of it. So let me introduce you some example coming from the RenoZEB project. Here we have the production of software and tools. We have a platform that helps and support all the stakeholders in the decision making to create a building or to do a deep retrofitting of the building. We have different tools, 3D modeling. We have tools that also operate in estimating the energy efficiency, but I'm not going to talk about that today. In this forum, I will just talk about the plug-and-play modular facade we are working on. Our objective is creating a standard, plug-and-play modular facade, easy to install, cheap, easy to transport, and so to improve timing and costs. You here have, so we have analyzed what could be the standard size that could be applied in all over all the building in Europe. So we have here some picture about the opaque unit. You have the first two example, the wood-like and also wood plastic composite, and also the ceramic outfit. You can change the outfit because it's very high customizable. You can change color, ceramics, or whatsoever. So it depends from the project and also the owner of the building. You have the windows unit there. The windows is also an innovative one because it's locked and it manages the in and out of the air flow, manage the humidity, and also the thermal recovery of the inlet flow as well. And we have here also photovoltaic units part and the solar collector part. And in this picture, you can see the mock-up of this element on the right, and you see how to install. Innovation we have brought in this project is also the joining system, very easy to install because you put there, and after you lock very fast. So we have this kind of innovation introduced, and what we are going to do with that. So we have two pilots building in this project. And we have one in the north of Spain. This is the building you see from the 16th. Is not a private building, is a public building. And using our software, you can see the rendering of how the building will be in the future, installing the RenoZEB solution. And in fact, we have a software that just works with our solution and helps stakeholders to take decision, because according to what you do, a drawing by the software, the system calculates which is the thermal improvement or the energy improvement you have, and also the cost. So it helps you to take the decision. So according to this software and our estimation, the building has a E-class category building from the energy efficiency, and we will bring this building in the retrofitting that will start in October this year to B-class. Second building is a big private one in Estonia. It is a building from 1992. You can see here the real picture and the rendering on the right side. And in this case as well, according to the estimation, we will bring this building from the E to the B category class. So it will be demonstrated. This building is going to be operating the deep retrofitting. The work has started already in May. So this will be the first building we will experience, and we will know very fast, I think in 6 months, more or less, the final outfit and how it works. So yeah, this is my intervention. Thank you very much. Again, I'm the coordinator of this project. You have here my email. You can contact me whenever you want, and also you can join into the newsletter of the webpage to keep you in the loop and informed. Thank you very much.